'Tis the season to be jolly. In Good Mythical More, we're talking about Elf on the Shelf gone bad, gone wrong, gone evil, gone risque. I don't know.
But first, we're going to check our voicemail.
Oh, I love the voicemail.
Rhett and Link. More like Chet and Mink.
You know, if you're gonna leave us a voicemail, think about it ahead of time. Like, don't just come up with something like right as it beep happens. You know, it's like
There's a lot better than
Put a
Chet
little
and
thought
Mink,
into
too.
it.
Like fart and stink. That's a good one. Try that next time.
Hey,
hey, yo.
you guys know who knows a lot about Elf on a Shelf? It's me.
Yeah.
Year round, you're constantly thinking about it.
Yeah, you do that every Christmas. It's like the only part of Christmas that you take part in.
I admittedly asked before for the context of Elf on a Shelf, because I've heard of Elf on a Shelf and I've seen Elf on a Shelf, but I never thought to question, like, what is the full thing behind Elf on a Shelf?
Oh, you want to know, like, what is the cinematic universe within which the Elf on the Shelf lives?
Well, I
But
needed
you've
to
heard
know,
of Santa, right?
I needed to know contextually, like, I didn't realize it was like, oh, this is a parent to kid situation that's then been corrupted and turned into other things. And now I do know that, and I know everything that's in front of me right now.
But they just
Play this
put.
game.
I mean, we never did this.
Isn't it like Flat Stanley? That's all I know.
No, you put.
Is it not?
The elf moves around, and then the kids have to find where is the elf on the shelf hiding in the house.
And then what do they get if they find it?
A beating, I think.
Whoa, dang.
I don't know. What do you get?
I think it depends on the family, because some people use it like a month leading up to Christmas or 12 days, and every night the elf goes into a different place, and it becomes like a thing for people to connect about.
Are we a
But
month away from
Chase-
Christmas?
What?
Are we a month away from Christmas already?
No. That's not how months work.
No.
But Chase said that a member of his extended family uses the Elf on the Shelf all year round to kind of lightly threaten that Santa is always watching the behavior in the
That's true.
household.
Yeah. It's
so-
not just Christmas time.
So basically
Making that
we've
list.
taken the internet's finest Elf on a Shelf corruption photos, and we've posed them as questions to you, and you must determine, are we lying or are we not about these scenarios? For instance,
You know what? We are, by playing these games that we play in Good Mythical More, we are fine-tuning like our moral intuition to be able to tell when somebody's telling the truth. We should be getting better at this over time, and I bet you statistics show that.
I can only do it when I'm carrying around a table tennis paddle.
Right, yeah. We're very on point when we're playing
Like a
ping pong.
divining rod for truth.
it does say something that now, to me, those are more fake and real paddles more than they are ping pong paddles at this point in my mind.
Yeah.
An elf on the shelf teams up with a Chucky doll to kill a snowman via cheese grater.
This feels like an incredibly
Yeah, this is cool.
appropriate thing to do with those things at your household. I think
Yeah.
this definitely happened, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to see it.
Good news, it's real. Here it is.
Oh, and they made the marshmallows. That is great.
Wonderful.
Get it?
Huh. And yeah. Did you know you were saying that? Chucky.
That's a good one.
That's brilliant.
Hey, are there elves in Hanukkah?
Absolutely not.
That kind of sucks for you. It really sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. No, matzah's not for Hanukkah.
I feel like y'all should have some elves. There's probably enough to go around.
But I mean, elves aren't Christian.
Well, but
They're
elves
just
elves are
Are they
Christmassy.
not?
And what's the first word in Christmas?
Wait, you're telling me that elves
Chris?
are not
Chris.
Christian? What do they believe in? What is their religious affiliation?
I don't know what elves believe.
Elves, listen, every elf I've ever met says, "Don't talk to me about politics or religion."
Right.
That's what they tell me.
Right. Elves are like an addition. It's like a general celebration thing that's not for anyone.
I think it's less that
Worldview.
elves have rejected Hanukkah and Hanukkah has rejected elves. This is a one-way street.
Oh, I didn't say Hanukkah had rejected elves. We've never had the discussion. I do represent Hanukkah. If the representative of elves wants to contact me, we can work
Please.
something out.
Please do.
Elf on the Shelf is at a planetarium and getting a super up close or close up look at Uranus.
Mhm.
That is the anus of another elf on a shelf.
I could see because it's all about the photo. It's all about the gram.
So it's just an elf
could see
looking
this
at an elf that's
happening.
bending over in front of him.
I don't think it happened though.
I don't believe that this happened either. Have you been to the planetarium?
I don't want to build it up if it's fake.
Oh.
It's real.
Oh, then I have been to a planetarium.
Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. See, that's
That's-
funny.
Tonight's free viewing.
There's
Uranus.
a lot. There's that
There's a-
could.
there's
I
a
mean, I'm
lot
glad
here.
it specifies in writing what's happening.
Yeah, it without without the little sign, this would be difficult to interpret.
Yeah.
Because it could be that one's farting onto that one, and that one really likes to smell it.
That could be that.
Yeah.
You don't know which way the action's going sometimes until you see a diagram.
Mhm.
I think you could see all the way into his
See right out his
duodenum.
mouth. If he
An
opens his
elf.
mouth, light shines in your eyes.
On the shelf is holding a tiny toaster over a Buddy the Elf doll in the bathtub because
tiny
there can
toaster.
only be one elf in the toy realm.
That's funny,
I hope this is real too.
but I think that it's fake.
That is funny, and it's also fake.
Yeah.
But somebody should do that.
Right, yeah.
Do it, somebody.
Take these and do them on the internet.
Do it, somebody.
Did
Alright.
you know Elf on the Shelf was also in Avengers Endgame? Unfortunately, he could not escape being snapped to nothing but dust by Thanos. Is that how you say it? Yeah, Thanos.
I feel
Yeah,
like you would
that's
know
good.
this.
Here's the thing with me and Endgame. I've only seen it once because every time I want to rewatch it, like Lily was always insistent, I can't watch it again. It's too emotional. She's like too emotionally invested. And
Wow.
so then we always choose something else to rewatch. And I've never gone back and watched it, but I do remember
I
something
heard
about
Elf in a
that.
Shelf being talked about on Twitter around Endgame, which I didn't remember seeing it because I think it was an Easter egg.
True.
And of course, it has to be that he went away because that would be the best decision.
So, I'm sorry, Link, in your movie watching schedule, you have time for rewatches of movies, but you do not have time to watch movies that you should have watched one time. You use that.
I did
time.
that. I watched movies that I was shamed into watching, and then they don't hold up.
But it didn't teach you, hey, you need to watch more movies now.
I watch more movies. No, I don't really.
I know I don't.
I'm not a movie person.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, what are you guessing?
I'm more of a streaming series person.
You're guessing.
We're both
Real.
guessing it's real.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
But what is this?
we can't use footage from Avengers Endgame.
No, that's the scenario that I just described.
Was it? But was it in the? Was there an Easter egg in the actual movie? That's what I thought we were
No.
talking about.
Yeah, me too.
No.
Oh,
No. No.
I don't know. Something about the way you said it made me think that it was in the actual movie. So
No. I'm
I
sorry.
think that there was.
we're both right, but I'm disappointed.
This is better than what I was expecting, though. You know what's better than I was expecting? This mug that we drink out of.
I mean, they were like, "Hey, the new mug is going to be color changing. Mine's got hot liquid in it right now, and that's why it looks this amazing."
And mine doesn't, and that's why it looks this amazing.
But I'm lying to you. There's nothing in my mug. Oh, there was a little bit in my mug.
We have one that is
This is
permanently
mocked up.
activated, so you can see what it's like when it turns hot. And
But
this
it-
one is just a
It
regular
does it
one.
gradually, and it's very reliable. Totally worth purchasing at mythical.com. Give us another one.
A mythical beast actually made 2 elf on the shelves look like Rhett and Link. That's you guys. In a miniature Christmas themed GMM set.
I hope so.
Yeah, I have to say that this is real just because I want it to be true.
I think I've seen this.
Maybe in your dreams.
Oh, our nut
come on.
dreams.
Yeah.
Maybe in your nut dreams.
Oh yeah, I realized what kind of nut dreams you were talking about. I was also talking about that kind of nut dreams. I was talking about like dreaming about nuts. And by nuts, you know what I mean? So that when I said, "Oh, are they the dreams that you were having?" I was implying that you were dreaming about nuts. But I understand what you were implying is that, you know,
We were implying a more exciting thing than you were implying.
Yeah.
exciting. Well,
Definitely.
Well, I don't want to go into details, but
I'm saying
tell you about it
no,
later.
I'm saying the other definition of nuts as well.
I mean, are we going to have to educate?
I know what you're
Are we
saying.
going to have to educate people on nut dreams? I
No.
think I was going to have to do that today. I mean, I do.
I got my education from O-Town's Liquid Dreams.
Yeah, okay.
One elf unfortunately fell off the shelf, and I'm sorry to say they didn't make it. His body is now a crime scene with a chalk outline and police tape around the fallen elf corpse.
This is not a movie.
Was this in Avengers?
Crime scene. This
feels
seems
almost
fun.
too obvious, and that's why it probably happened.
Happened. Yes, it happened. Here it is.
Yeah.
Elf fell off the shelf. Police line, do not cross. It's a little janky setup here. I don't understand why is the outline
Well,
in red?
it's.
That's not how they do it.
I think it's because the floor is beige.
The grout needs some work.
Yeah, this tile is not doing it for me.
Police outlines are white.
Well, I guess it depends on what state you're in.
It's janky. That's janky.
Elf on the Shelf is getting saucy, throwing Monopoly money at a strip club full of brats, Barbies, and Ken dolls.
Naked brat and Ken dolls?
Well, it doesn't specify, but they are at a strip club, so we don't know, at what point, what state of dress they're in.
I think this feels like an idea that somebody here was excited about that hasn't happened.
Nope, it happened.
It's fake.
All right.
I'm telling you, my ping pong moral compass is
Okay, it all
being fine-tuned.
comes down to this.
Yes.
One elf on a shelf shows us how shortbread Hershey Kiss cookies are made. Here's a hint. He poops on them.
Poops on them or he poops
Hey,
them?
that's a good cookie.
Oh, is the in the middle.
It's the one where they just put a
Yes.
Hershey's Kiss on top. They tend to be polarizing. A lot of people don't like that. Yeah, this is real.
It's real.
Let's see it. Ooh,
whoa.
I love the conveyor belt nature of this is
But
pretty
again,
hilarious.
we don't know which end of the line he started on, and it means two completely different things depending on where he started.
Wow.
Could
If
be
he's going
sucking 'em up.
going left or right, he's having a different kind of time.
Wow. It's like loading a Pez dispenser.
Yeah, he's loading up. But I
That
choose
is-
to believe
that
he's
is-
going left or
this-
right.
I'm glad
right
you
to
saved
left.
this one for last because it's the best one.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? Don't tell my kids about this because I'm going to do this at our house this Christmas. We're bringing the heat with our newest mug, the GMM Heat Activated Mug with an image that changes when you add hot liquid. Get it now at mythical.com.